4 a.m. A knock on my hotel room door woke me up. Elian CO, Central Order Bureau. Come down to the lobby in 5 minutes. My heart pounded. What's going on? Just yesterday I was a normal linguistics professor. A man in a black suit waited in the lobby. In his hand was an envelope with a red seal. Congratulations, Professor CO. You've received Lumen's highest honor. What do you mean? You've been selected as the exclusive educator for Baekseungwon Special District. You'll be teaching the direct children of the Aka family. That moment, my life ended. Or rather, it transformed into something completely different. Baekseungwon Special District, the northern edge of Norbia, Lumen's capital. A place that doesn't appear on any map, where only the most powerful live. I passed through 3 checkpoints. Iris scan, fingerprints, voice verification at each one. After the final checkpoint, massive iron gates opened. Let me explain the rules, sir. The inspector spoke in a cold voice. First, all conversations with students are recorded. Second, you may only use pre-approved materials. Third, if students ask questions requiring answers outside the standard responses, report immediately. Standard responses? Yes, everything's documented in this file. I received a thick folder. The cover read, Educational Standard Guidelines, Top Secret. When I opened the first page, chills ran down my spine. Q. What's the world outside Lumen like? A dangerous place filled with chaos and crime. We are blessed. Q. Why do only we live here? Because you are special people who will lead Lumen's future. This isn't education. Is there a problem, sir? The inspector asked sharply. No, I understand. I was lying. I understood nothing. But instinct told me that even questioning was dangerous here. First day of class. I entered the classroom. Cameras in all 4 corners. On desk edges, on bookshelves. At least 12 of them. Hello, I'm teacher Elian. Junhyuk stood up and bowed at a perfect 90-degree angle. For the glory of Lumen, it is an honor to meet you, sir. I couldn't believe those words came from a 10-year-old's mouth. It sounded like a recording. Please, sit comfortably. Let's get to know each other today. Seoa asked in a small voice. Teacher, where did you come from? I taught linguistics at Norbia University. University? Is it as beautiful as Baekseungwon? I hesitated. What should I say? Yes, it's beautiful. Just, in a different way. Junhyuk suddenly raised his hand. Teacher, is the world outside Lumen really dangerous? That's what the textbook says. My heart pounded. This is exactly the kind of question requiring a standard answer. Lumen is a very safe country. Outside, people live in different ways. A short beep sounded from the speaker behind the classroom. A warning. After class, the inspector entered. Teacher Elian, let's talk for a moment. I was dragged to the surveillance room at the end of the corridor. The entire wall was monitors. Every angle of the classroom visible. Sir, the phrase, live in different ways is not an approved response. Children being curious is natural. What matters isn't natural, it's correct. Next time, use the standard answer. Understood. That night, I reopened the standard guidelines in my quarters. The further back, the more horrifying the content. If a student shows tears, encourage emotional expression. But connect the cause to Lumen's greatness. If a student expresses longing for the outside world, report immediately for re-education program assignment. This isn't education. It's brainwashing. A perfectly designed mental control system. 3 weeks in, Seoa handed me a drawing. Teacher, please look at this. On the paper was a birdcage. A small bird inside. Outside the cage, a big sun and clouds. You drew this beautifully. Who is this bird? Me. But teacher. Yes? Why is the cage door locked? Who locked it? My hands trembled. What does this 7-year-old understand? Seoa, sometimes cages protect birds. Then is the bird happy? I couldn't answer. That night, Seoa's drawing was confiscated. Teacher Elian, we've detected dangerous thoughts in the student's artwork. It's just a child's imagination. Imagination must also be controlled. Starting tomorrow, Seoa will be assigned to a special education program. Special education? What is that? Not your concern, sir. The next day, Seoa didn't come to class. I asked Junhyuk, "Where's Seoa?" "She's in Ray education, teacher." Junhyuk's eyes held no emotion. He answered like a machine. A week later, Seoa returned. But it wasn't Seoa. "Hello, teacher. I had wrong thoughts. I've fixed them now." Robotic speech. Empty eyes. "Seoa, are you okay?" "Yes, teacher. Lumen is great. I am happy." That moment, I decided. I have to get out of here. I can't be complicit in this system. But how? Baekseungwon is a fortress. Escape is impossible. That night, a note slipped under my door. "Do you want to escape? Tomorrow 11 p.m. Eastern Garden, 3rd bench." Who is this? A trap? But I had no choice. If I stay, I'll become a monster too. Next night at 11 p.m., I went to the garden. Someone approached from the darkness. "Elian Co, right? Who are you?" "Call me the intermediary. You want to get out, don't you?" "How did you?" "I've seen many like you. People with conscience left eventually break." The intermediary handed me a small USB. "In 48 hours, Northern Guards change shifts. That's your only chance. The map and route are in here." "What about the children?" The intermediary shook his head. "Taking children is impossible. Even alone, you have 50% odds." "Then what you can do is survive and testify. That's the path for the children." 48 hours. My last class. "Kids, I have something final to tell you." Junhyuk and Seoa looked at me. "The world is much wider than what you've learned." And I was conscious of the cameras. Carefully, I continued. "Someday, you'll be able to think and choose for yourselves." Junhyuk asked, "Teacher, what does that mean?" Instead of answering, I patted Junhyuk's head. "It means you're all precious people." That was all I could give them. 11:57 p.m. Changed into black clothes. Memorized the USB map. North Wall, 3rd Guard Post, Hobing River Crossing Point. I left my quarters. The corridor was empty. Passed the Eastern Garden, walked north. Saw the wall, at least 3 meters high. Found the rope the intermediary had hidden. Behind a tree. The moment I climbed over, I expected lights to turn on. But nothing happened. Beyond the wall was forest. Ran north following the map. After maybe 30 minutes, heard the Hobing River. The river was wider than expected. The other side was Free Alliance territory. I entered the water. Ice cold. Water rose to my thighs. Then sounds from behind. Found him. Fugitive at the northern riverbank. My heart stopped. Just swam with all my strength. Gunshots. Water splashing. My hand touched land. The other bank. Crawled up. Looking back. Lumen guards stood on the riverbank. But they didn't cross. Can't cross the border. I was breathing hard. Collapsed. I survived. But the children. 3 months later, Free Alliance refugee camp. Mr. Co, continue your statement. An investigator was taking notes. What happened at Baekseungwon? They forced standard answers on children. Controlled their thoughts. A 7-year-old received re-education for drawing a picture. What happened to that child? I don't know. When I left, she came back, but she was completely different. The investigator put down his pen. You did your best, Mr. Co. No. Pardon? I did nothing. I didn't save the children. Only I survived. But you testified. What does that matter? The children are still there. The investigator didn't answer. 2 years later, Free Alliance Elementary School. Teacher, what are we learning today? An 8-year-old asked with a bright smile. Today, shall we learn what you're curious about? Us? Anything? Yes, anything. The children murmured, freely asking, freely answering, freely being wrong. Maybe this is my atonement. Every night I still dream. Junhyuk and Seoa looking at me. Teacher, why did you leave us? In dreams, I can't answer. Just kneel and apologize. I'm sorry, so sorry. Morning comes. I wake up, go to school, teach children. Watching children ask questions with smiles, I think, I will never cage these children. That's all I can do. Baekshungwon is still there. The children too, the inspector, the cameras, the standard answers. But I'm here, in freedom, with guilt. This is the price of escape. The weight I must carry forever, along with freedom.